Stephanie Milky here, aka KetoMOM, or often called mom, sis, Steffi, daughter, wife, aunt, and friend. Just like many of you, I carry a lot of titles. My favorite title is mom. I should probably say wife, which takes a lot of my time. But let's be honest, if you want to do something and do it well, you will make the time for it. Commitment is hard because we find ourselves overcommitted, but when you practice prioritizing, you will find out what is actually important and what you can let go. With the KetoMOM podcast, you will learn together how to manage our time, commit to the most important things in life, and I will equip you with the tools you need to feel qualified each step of the way. My name is Stephanie Milky, and welcome to the KetoMOM Secrets podcast. Hey everybody, welcome to the KetoMOM page. My name is Stephanie, and I'm tuning in from Cancun, Mexico, and we are diving into the Mind Shift book. So as you're tuning in, tell me where you're tuning in from. I will tell you, it is legitimately beautiful here. It's beautiful. We've been to Cancun before. We've never been on this resort. So we are here with some of our team. We're here with our company, our community. It's absolutely beautiful. And before we go out and do some excursions here in Cancun, I wanted to walk you through the next chapter of this book. So where are you tuning in from? How is your morning or afternoon? And let's see, if you're watching live, it's Friday. So most people in my mind, and usually what I experience or what I hear from other people is they're like, it's Friday. So what are you most excited about today on Friday? What brings you joy? What makes you happy? What are you gonna do on this amazing Friday? What does your day look like? Or if you were like, if I got to choose one thing to do today that would bring me joy, what would it be? I would love to know below. So if you're brand new, post a new below. If you're not brand new, then you know what we do on this page. There's keto recipes shared on this page. There's keto tips. There's no shortage of information. And then I like to go through mindset books on the page in the morning, mid-afternoon, depending on time frames. And my hope is to inspire you, to help you realize that you 100% can achieve the goals that you want to achieve. It starts in your mind. So you can always go to ketomomsecrets.com, click on recipes, how to get started. We've got so many books that we've gone through under mindfulness. I've got trial packs of ketones and so much more. So ketomomsecrets.com. Here's the title of the chapter today. It says, They Won't Get It Until You Do. And in the very beginning of this chapter, it says mind shift number 4. They won't get it until you do. Just so you know, you can always go to ketomomsecrets.com, click on mindfulness or the book club part, and you can go watch all of the other videos from this book and all of the other books. So many of you have purchased the book, which I think is fun. It's hard to put the book down, so I've listened to the entire book. I've basically read the entire book, and now I'm reading it again with you. I do not read the book physically to you. I'm going to point out some of my favorite parts of this chapter, mind shift number 4. They won't get it until you do. And in the very beginning of the book, there's a story, and there's a story about a man that's speaking, and he says, never be the first one to eat the mushroom. So he's speaking and he's saying, hey, never be the first, never go first. And he shares about examples of why. And that analogy, never be the first to eat the mushroom, comes from comes from like an ancient village, and they always had one person assigned to try the mushrooms that they found for the rest of the villagers. Why? Because if that person eats it and he lives, then the mushrooms are safe. If that person eats the mushrooms and he doesn't make it, he saves the rest of the village. So there's a story in the very beginning of this chapter, gives that analogy. And so whoever eats the mushrooms first is the one who's going to die, right? So the leader that was sharing this, not the author, he was saying, listen, never be the one who goes first. That's how this part starts off. Now, on the opposite end of that concept, people will go, you can think of a lot of ideas, right? There's a book that I was reading, and I mentioned it on here probably about a month ago by Jamie Kern Lima. And she talked about a whole bunch of different things. She started a makeup company, and she started and created different types of makeup, like contouring, before, there's a reason for this, before it was a thing. People made fun of her for years. She ended up selling her company that she started from scratch in her home with her blood, sweat, and tears. And she's got a great book. It's called It something. I apologize. I'll have to get it. Anyways, she said, I created something and I was the first to create it. People didn't accept it until right now. Or if you go on TikTok and Instagram, anywhere else, you've got these ladies doing all these lines on their faces. And so here's the opposite of the very first story in the book. Some people would say you should never go first. Let somebody else go first. You learn the lessons from them so that you can go further faster. It's an idea, right? There's lots of people that will go, you start, you do this, I'll learn the lessons that you're going to learn, and then I will follow if it works, if you lead first. On the flip end of that, he says, but what if nobody ever goes first? So we've got one person saying, don't be the first to eat the mushroom. And then we've got on the opposite end going, wait, but what happens if nobody ever does it? What happens if nobody takes the first step? If no one goes first, there's no future. If no one goes first, we all die. The world is changed by the mushroom eaters. So my question to you is this, and this is what the mind shift number 4 is about. They won't get it until you do. Is there something that you're like, man, people are going to think I'm crazy. Man, my friends or my family, people around me, nobody's ever done this before. I have this crazy idea, or I have this passion I want to go after. I have something that I want to try, something I want to pursue. I just don't think that my family, my friends, the people around me will support me. And if you're going to follow along in this chapter, you're going to soon realize, do you want to be the one that sits back and waits to see how somebody else does? Or are you going to be the person that goes, I'll eat the mushroom. I'll go first. I'll do it. He said, the world is changed by mushroom eaters. Too many of us play the imitation game. We spend too much of our lives making decisions that we believe others want us to make. Sometimes our motivations are really close to home. We're trying to become the son that our father wanted us to be. You're trying to become the daughter that your parents really felt like they deserved. You're trying to live up to your name or the hopes of those closest to you. Our lives are not created in a vacuum. They were born into a world of expectations. A huge part of self-leadership, a huge part of you leading yourself, is breaking away from the gravitational pull of the opinions of others and finding the courage to become the most unique version of you. You eat the mushroom. You go first. You take the step. Maybe you're like, but nobody in my family has done this. You get to do it. Nobody in my family has been an entrepreneur. I'm supposed to. My family said, I'm always going to. I will always look like this because it's in my genes. Is it true? Are you believing what you're told without actually taking a step back and be like, do I actually have to live under the words and expectations of what people already have put upon me? I actually don't. When you share your vision or your dream with those around you, don't be surprised though. So as soon as you step out and you go, I'm gonna eat the mushroom. This might sound funny because people are like, what are you talking about? Listen, like the actual mushroom, the food mushroom, the mushroom that can either kill you or give you life, kill you or feed you, right? I don't know what you're thinking. But he said, it says this, when you share your vision or your dreams with those around you, don't be surprised if they try to discourage you from pursuing such insanity. Although you will want them to see the possibility of your dreams. We all want people to believe that can't you see it? This is my idea. This is so amazing. This is going to change our family's lives. This is going to change my life. I'm so excited. And you're going to have somebody go, why would you do that? That's not going to work. No way. That's impossible. You want people to encourage you, right? We all do. Feels good to be encouraged. It feels good to be validated. And yet, he goes, although you want people to see the possibilities of your dreams, most people, at least in the very beginning, not everybody, but a lot of them will say, hey, here's the problems. Here's what I see. It's not going to work. You shouldn't waste your time. You may begin to wonder if you are out of your mind. Others will ask you, why can't you just be satisfied with the life you have? I've actually been asked that before. Stephanie, why don't you just be thankful for what you have? Why do you constantly talk about pursuing better? Can't you just be thankful for the life you have? You have a healthy family, healthy kids. Like your family seems, I've gotten this, like your family seems like you have everything that you need. I need you to know something. And I actually believe a majority of people are like this. I believe that a majority of people that are mushroom eaters, that are going first, people that are working on their uniqueness, I would say our family. People that are pursuing to be the best versions of themselves, people that are entrepreneurs, they're doing things that people say they can't do. I believe they do it not just for them and their family, but because they inside want to help other people do the same. Listen, there are so many times I've had people go, are you ever just gonna retire? You just gonna sit back? Like, is there a reason why you show up to all these events? Is there a reason why you keep showing up? And I've told my husband this before. Yeah, because this actually isn't about our family. Like our family is blessed and highly favored. We have an incredible life. We work really hard. I would say that the Lord has blessed us 100%. We work hard. We work through a lot. It is not perfect. You don't see all the hardship or the challenges that we work through and get past. But there's a reason that we show up for our teams, for our kids, for our promoters, people that we showed up here for in Cancun, people that we go and whether we do different events with our team, like there's a reason that we show up for people. There's a reason I show up for the KetoMOM page. My hope is that we, my family, can inspire you, other people, to get out of your own way and to go do the things that you know that you're called to do. So it's not just about, if it was just me and my family, then I for sure, you want to know what? Like, what do? I share ketones. I talk about a product that I love. I would say, if it was just about us, I would go, I want you to drink ketones. I'm not going to help you with your diet. There's no way, if it was just about me and my family, I would read books. But I have this longing to help people go, if I could just like plant this seed of encouragement and awareness and understanding in your mind, that if you can just open up your mind and realize there are books and mentors and people in this world that want to actually help you and encourage you. I can't do the work for you. But if it was just about a sale, I wouldn't be doing this. I'd say go drink ketones. I would say go drink ketones anyways. But my hope is, and the reason that our family will never quit pursuing better is because there's so many people out there that need hope. They need to look at other people for guidance, and then they need to take their first mushroom step. We all have different callings on our lives, and we all have different things that are in our own hearts, and there's things that you do too. And you have to be hopefully inspired to take those steps. All right, a couple more things. You must choose between acceptance and uniqueness. I would say our family is quite unique. And in the very beginning of the KetoMOM page, in the very beginning of our family stepping out, my husband quitting his job, us doing this company, sharing ketones, traveling, homeschooling our kids. Man, we got a lot of grief about that. Because listen, that was even prior. I started homeschooling 12 years ago. And people thought we were weird, right? I thought people were weird that homeschooled until we did it. And I was like, I'm not weird. So I want you to know something. We got a lot of grief. We had people that would be like, I can't believe that you're doing that. Why would your husband do that? Why do you guys think that being an entrepreneur, pursuing a business or working from home, like how do you think that's gonna work? We had people that were like, it's a terrible idea. Don't do it. It's not gonna work. And there was this teeny tiny little bit seed, like the size of a mustard seed. If you understand the Bible or you read the Bible, the mustard seed. There was this little mustard seed in my heart, and it's my husband's heart, that we were like, but I know this can work. I know we have to do the work, but I know it can work. And every time somebody would try to plant a seed of doubt, I would have to go back to the teeny tiny little mustard seed, and I would be like this. Oh, I know it's gonna work. I know that we can do this. I know we can homeschool successfully. We know that we can build this business together. We know that we have value to add to other people's lives in the world. So we ate the mushroom. We drank the ketones. And we started sharing it. Is that funny? It's so funny. All right. Let me think. There's a couple more things I underlined I wanted to share with you. Never surrender your uniqueness for acceptance. On your journey to becoming who you are meant to be, no one can eat the mushroom for you. I can't do it for you. My hope is to inspire you. You must choose to go first. You must choose to take the risk. You must choose to break away from the gravitational pull of expectations. And if you are required to be anyone except yourself, to be accepted, that price is too high. Take the time to figure out who you want to become. Don't wait for the crowds to cheer you on. Don't wait for the applause. Don't wait for anyone else to understand what you're doing. Just go, eat the mushroom, drink the ketones. Eventually, when everyone else is sitting around enjoying their salads, they will thank you for the shiitakes. I love this chapter. I actually really, really am enjoying this book. This book is hopefully shifting your mind. This book is meant to give you, there's 12 mind shifts for you to go, oh yeah, I've never seen the world like that. Oh, that's a new perspective. I've never heard it that way. Oh my goodness, that's how I think. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize there were other people all around the world. Maybe not in your environment, but there's people that want to pursue better. There's people that are excited about life. I didn't realize there's so many people that actually enjoy life, that look at the positive side instead of the negative side. That's the people you need to be around. You could join me, but anything that you're called to do, right? And so, a couple things real quick. Thank you for tuning in. If you are like, oh wait, why are you in Cancun? What are you doing? What are ketones? If you've never tried ketones, post ketones below because that's the product that I love and I'd love to share more with you. In fact, we were sitting with Dr. Ryan Lowry, who's one of the formulators of our product, last night, and he was telling us, he's like, hey, I need you all to understand, first of all, the amount of incredible patents that are on our product, but he's like, there's a cool, well, he didn't say cool. There's an incredible new research going on with ketones and muscle preservation, especially in the older generation. He's like, the amount of research going on between ketones and the brain and the muscle and longevity, he's like, it's unbelievable. They're seeing some incredible just research and things that ketones are helping. So I'm in Cancun with my husband to be with our company, to be around some of our team, because there's a whole bunch of people here passionate about helping other people. The product that we use is ketones. The product that we drink and share are ketones. Outside of that, we have an incredible community of people that are excited about life, of the mushroom eaters, the people that have gone first, the people that are like, hey, I want an opportunity. I'm looking for an opportunity. I'm also looking for a community, friendships. I would love to make some extra money, but I also would love to be inspired, and I would love to have self-development, personal development, a company that's going to pour into me. That's what we have here. So if you are interested in learning about why we travel so much, if you want to be a part of our team, if you want to come to the next event, if you want to join us, at some local things we're going to be doing near our home in Florida, and so much more, I would love for you to post opportunity in the comments and we can chat. And whatever it is that you're called to do, if it's like, yeah, Stephanie, I would love to be a part of what you're doing, post opportunity below. And I also want you to think like, hey, if your passion is teaching and you're like, hey, I have a passion to start this new program, like go eat your mushroom. Go take the first step. Don't let other people tell you that you can't do it. Don't let other people define your success or the things that you want to do or take away your uniqueness, because each of you have something on your heart and in your life and the calling that you have that you were supposed to do. Some of you will join me because it'll be super fun. And then you'll step into your own. Like, just so you know, also, it might not even be, I'm thinking like, it might not be a brand new idea, but it might be something new to your friends, your surroundings, your family. Like you eating the mushroom, you taking the next step, doesn't have to mean it's brand new in the world. It might be something totally different than your family or your friends have never thought of. Like our family doesn't do that. No, we don't do that, but you get to. So this is the book that we're going through. It is called Mind Shift. You can always tune into the page. Go to KetoMomSecrets.com. You can send me a message. You can ask questions below. I want to say I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. Reach out with your questions again, and I look forward to talking to so many of you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.